Good morning, class family. It's a thankful Thursday. Let's look at our message together. Show me that you're a team and a class family. Follow along with your eyes and listen with your ears. Use your finger to point. Ready? Let's start with the date. June 2nd, 2022. Dear class family, today is Thursday. We will learn a lot at school. First, we will review letters and CVC words. Next, we will show what we learned about plants. Then we will do workshop centers and read books. Last, we will add to our memory book. Love, Miss Joyner. All right, let's go ahead and reread the message and discuss what we're doing this morning in language arts. Use your finger to point underneath the word. Ready? June 2nd, 2022. Now let's look at the greeting and read it again together. Dear class family. Now look at this first telling sentence. Do you remember what day of the week we're on today? What day of the week is it? I heard some of you say it. Today is Thursday. It is Thursday. If you remember that, go ahead and pat yourself on the back. And let's read the next telling sentence. We will learn a lot at school. Oh, that's true, class family. You know we learn a lot at school every day to pump our brains with knowledge. That's what students do when they go to school and they learn from different teachers and they learn subjects, all kinds of subjects. Let's look at the next sentence, starting with the transitional word first. Did you notice in this message that there were 4 transitional words? Good writers use transitional words and phrases to help sequence their stories. Let's look. We have first, next, then, and last. As you're preparing for first grade, remember to sequence your writing. And when you're reading stories, you can sequence those events too. First, next, then, and last to show the order in which the story happened from beginning, middle to the end. That's what good readers and writers do. Let's go ahead and read the remaining part of the message, starting with this transitional word first to see what we're doing and the order in which we're doing it. First, we review letters and CVC words. Okay, kindergartners, on this dun-dun-dun 7-day countdown, we are reviewing and getting ready for first grade. Let's review the ABCs, starting with A, going all the way to Z. And we're going to review CVC words. Shout out to the CVC word song. We'll be using resources like that to sing, to dance, to use our body to break down the words for the beginning, middle, and ending sounds. Let's practice this first one. Look at it with me. D-og, dog. First sound. D-og, dog. Remember, the first letter or first sound, hands on your head. The middle one or short vowel sound is going to be on your shoulders, and the last consonant or the last sound, your hands are down either on your lap or your hips. But we're having fun. We're going to be dancing in class. Let's practice 3 more before we continue reading the message. P-ig, pig. P-ig, pig. Great job. Let's do another one. Cat, cat. Hands on your head. Cat, cat. Last one to practice before we read the next telling sentence. Hen. 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 Great job. Let's go ahead now and look at this next sentence. Next, we will show what we learned about plants. Okay, class family. So in the classroom, we have the completed KWL chart. And I accidentally left the one that I filled in also on the paper to bring for the video. I left it on my table in the classroom. So remember, we're going to revisit this KWL chart. We're going to talk about plants. So we're going to review what we filled in about what we already know, what we were wondering, the questions we were asking. And I know yesterday we did fill in what we learned about plants. And we used different resources to help review. We reviewed our spring planting book to see how flowers grow. In addition to that, we also reviewed the book called Plant Parts. And when we looked at plant parts, we were able to remember that the parts of the plants here, these parts here are called roots, and we remember that grows down into the ground. We also remembered that this part here is the stem, and the stem grows up, and plants have stems. We reviewed too that plants grow leaves, and many plants have flowers. We talked about how some plants grow fruit or just leaves or blossoms and all different types of things. And we were talking about some things that plants need, like water and sunlight and soil and space to grow and all these things. So we're going to be reviewing and showing what we learned about plants today in kindergarten. Let's see what else we're going to do. Oh, and when we're doing that, remember, you're going to be a wonderful communicator and collaborator. So listen and ask questions, as well as respectfully listening to other friends as they share their thinking. That's what students do as they get ready to go on to first grade. So let's practice being a great communicator and collaborator. Okay, then we'll do workshop centers and read books. We'll do workshop centers, so we'll be doing CVC word centers, centers with beginning sounds, ending sounds. In addition to that, reading books. And we are going to be doing something else special. I know you're so excited. Last, we'll add to our memory book. Love, Miss Joyner. All right, class family. Dun, 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 on this 7-day countdown with 7 more school days in kindergarten, we are going to be adding more to our memory book. So there are so many pages in this memory book. Yesterday, you started the first page. All of you wrote your name and you decided what resources you wanted to use. If you wanted to use crayons or markers or colored pencils, you began coloring this after you wrote your name, and you got to start the My Teacher page. So today, if you have any more details to finish on either of those pages, you'll do that and then move on to the My Favorite Books page. After you draw and you can write the titles for your favorite books, and you can color around the border and pictures at the bottom, we'll be able to start the My Favorite Part of the Day section. Oh, it'll be so much fun. This will be your memory book for kindergarten. So we'll be doing this each day before school ends. So we're going to finish what we started yesterday and add 2 more pages today. Okay, let's have a fantastic day. Get your fans ready. Fantastic. Remember, we are going to be reading The World According to Humphrey today. We have another chapter to enjoy. We're starting chapter 9 today of The World According to Humphrey with Humphrey the hamster. And today's question that we're going to answer later on is a would you rather question. Would you rather ride on a boat or ride on a train? Why? Think about what your reason is. We're going to do a tally mark and a T-chart and share our reasons. Practice being a great collaborator and communicator. Would you rather ride on a boat or ride on a train? Why?